stampede went in toward paddock and up towards it.
Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, riding on a very cold day in Suffolk. First time on a bike for a few days because the weather's been so disgusting here, it's been unbelievable. But today it looks like we're away from the snow and sleet and stuff. But man, it's bitterly cold and there's a really strong, bitter wind. Anyway, subject for the day, hangouts. Now as you know, I go on to hangouts on a Thursday night on Mr. and Mrs. B's Brain Dump hangout. It's from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock every Thursday. And I also go on another hangout which has just started out on a Tuesday, which is Beast Rider Bobby in New York. He's doing another one on a Tuesday night from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And I go on there, and the majority of the vloggers are all British. Now the thing what was getting me, I watched a couple of videos the other week of hangouts in America, and everybody sat there with crash helmets on and black visors down for about a couple of hours. I just sort of flipped through it and they all looked like they had black blobs on their heads, and I felt that I couldn't engage with the vloggers because I couldn't see their facial features and I couldn't see their expressions or whatever. So it was like having a vlog with robots, or men wearing burqas, I suppose. You can't see nothing. And I thought to myself, what's that all about, you know? Why would you hide yourself up like it? And another thing is, I watched another video, even in this, that was from this country, and one of my subscribers met up with another vlogger, and he turned up on his bike and he came down the road. Oh my god, it's the suicide. Look at that, would you? Yeah, and his mate turned up, and as he turned around and pulled up beside him, as he went to lift his visor, they put in a funny face so you couldn't see who he was. And you know, I thought to myself, well, wouldn't that be nicer if he'd have pulled up and give a big smile, you know, hey mate, you know, without this silly blob thing on his face. And I thought, you can't engage with it, you just can't engage with the person, you know. I can't understand it. And but what I'm asking on this vlog is if you boys and girls can tell me why. You know, there must be reasons for it. There's got to be reasons for it. One could be that you think you're so damn bloody ugly that nobody's gonna like to see your face. Well, trust me, if you look at us lot on a Thursday night and a Tuesday night, there's no pretty boys there, and if you're like me, an old man, God, them days are well done. So it's not a problem. It's just me showing me who I am, and I've got no problem with that. And it tends to be with these hangouts and whatever, it seems to be the younger boys who don't show their faces. Why? I don't know why. And maybe it's because, now I'm only making up ideas here really, because I hope you're going to tell me that maybe there's a different culture here as there is in America. Maybe you're frightened of somebody becoming a stalker or something, which we don't get that much over here. I don't think anybody's going to come and stalk an old man at my age and stalk me, you know. I don't think that's ever going to happen. So I don't know. Is it other reasons? Is that because you work, you know, you don't want your work to know that you vlog? That could cause you problems. I have seen and heard a couple of stories just lately about vloggers who have got themselves into trouble with work-related incidents while vlogging at work. Maybe it's that. It might be that you just want the mystique of being anonymous, sort of like the Stig on Top Gear. You never know who he is. You know, he drives in a big fast cars and race cars, but you never know who he is. Maybe that's why you want to be anonymous. There must be so many reasons, and I'd like to know what they are, you know, and I can understand, you know, most of them. But what I'm saying to you is that in this community, I think if you show yourself and you engage with in Hangouts or whatever, even in your videos, you know, I show myself in my videos. If you engage, I think people will react with you better than just seeing a blob or a crash helmet. You know, I like to get to know the vloggers, and most of the people I hang out with and do, I've got to know them very, very well. But if they all sat there with crash helmets on, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd get it, you know. So there, you know, that's part of my thinking on this one. Or could it just be that people are just shy to show their faces, or that sort of thing? Be 101 reasons. Maybe it's because, you know, when you go out on your bike or you have meetups and stuff, you don't want people to keep coming up and saying, "Are you so and so?" And it does happen, even to an old boy like me. You know, a few times I've been out and people have said, "Hey, are you Suffolk Andy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And we get into a conversation. It's good. Now, if they hadn't seen my face, they wouldn't have known who the hell I was. And they've seen me face on YouTube and come up and engaged in conversation. Maybe if you're the sort of person who insults everybody on YouTube, you want to keep your face, you know, unshown, because somebody might come up and give you a freaking great hiding. But if you're just a normal vlogger who don't upset anybody, you've got no problem. But there again, I can go to meetouts and meetups, and nobody ever approaches me and said, "Are you Suffolk Andy?" They don't know who the hell I am, you know. And I'm not a big vlogger, but actually, if you can remember, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, Spicy 110 put a vlog up, and he see 3 bikers, and he went up to them and said, "Do you know who I am?" And they went, all 3 of them went, "No." And see, so you can see where I'm coming from here. Even a bloke like him who's got thousands and thousands of subscribers is not known. You know, he went up to 3 bikers and not one of them knew who he was. So just show you that us vloggers are not celebrities as such at all. You know, you're never going to be at the Oscars, or you're never going to be well known as you walk around your town, because it ain't going to happen. You know, you're doing it for the love of the thing, and if 1 or 2 people do say hello to you and "Are you so and so?" so be it. So I hope this all makes sense, and I hope I've explained this to the best of my ability. I'm finding this one quite hard to do, because there's so much I want to say on it, and sort of forgot half of it. But anyway, as we come down to the Orwell Bridge, it's a full tide. Look at that, eh? It's a blue river. My God, you don't usually see the Orwell blue. It's usually muddy grey. But it must be the sun today shining on it in such a way that it's made it blue. Right. Let me know the reasons or whatever. I'd like to know. So that's enough of me going under the Orwell Bridge. All ride safe, love one another. Suffolk Andy.